What's good, YouTube? It is Jolt33 here, coming at you with a Week 12 match for the PPC. And this was a really big week for your Orlando Magikarps. We were 5-6 going into this match, and this was that match that set us even. I believe our differential was getting close to 0, as well as our record being 6-6. We're right at the edge of that playoff cutoff, which is the bottom half. Don't make it to playoffs because we have a rather large cast for this PPC league. But very important match, not to mention the fact that we were playing against Aaron2420, who has been a friend of mine on Skype ever since my first league here in the GBA format. We were in that first one together that I started. It should be like near the beginning of videos on my channel. But yeah, I've been friends with him for over a year now, and we've battled quite a lot, and he's definitely an awesome battler, probably one of the better in the league. He was second place, I believe, going into this battle, and we had just a lot to prove because Aaron is my friend, and so I didn't want to let him down with a disappointing battle. So this was the team I prepped. He prepped that. I didn't think he would bring the Bronzong or the Dragalge when I was planning for his team, but he obviously did right here. I was kind of expecting Hippopotamus for a Sand Rush Excadrill, but he went Choice Scarf instead. Spoilers, but that's what he did. So we're gonna go into the battle here, and I might pause it periodically just to talk about it. So lead matchup, I go out with my Ambipom, thinking I can just fake out anything. I was Silk Scarf, not Life Orb, so it didn't cost me anything. So I fake out, and then I click U-turn. I didn't really think he would switch. I thought he was going to go with Stealth Rock, so I was going to get my Stealth Rocks up. But he just goes right into Vaporeon, so I U-turn into this beast, Ice Baby, my Kyurem Black. And I thought he would predict the Electric-type move and go into Excadrill, but he didn't. And so I'm like, well, I need damage on this Clefable if I could just get it out of the way. I wasn't going for the flinch there, but I did get it. It was definitely unfortunate for him because Moonblast does like 50%, 60% to my Kyurem. But Fusion Bolt was enough to finish off the Clefable, so I went for it, got some nice neutral damage on Ice Baby. And then I predict the Excadrill and go for the Dragon Claw, which is my hardest hitting move other than Outrage. And I deal a clean 50%. And so I know he had Mold Breaker and could have gone for Earthquake, but this Uxie was pretty bulky, and I knew could take the hits. And then I predict the Pinsir kind of, and just click U-turn, because that was my Stealth Rocker, and so I want to switch this in on it. And then I figure that Mega versus Mega is the best way to go. This was a very defensive, actually kind of messed up. Originally, this Altaria was completely physically defensive, but I switched it around to give it some special bulk and wasn't able to take 2 returns. Not that I would have been able to, I don't know. So, I go into Ambipom, and Fake Out would have taken... I'm going to pause because the battle's getting kind of ahead of me. Fake Out would have taken out the Mega Pinsir. However, that was so obvious, and I didn't think he would just let it drop. Plus, I outspeed, so Ambipom would have had to take a quick attack, and that would have been the extent of my prediction failure. But I went for return on the Bronzong, and then, so that was getting really low. And then I believe he goes into this Vaporeon on another return. I was just trying to finish it off, and I'm not enough to 2-hit KO, which is really unfortunate. So I go for return one more time, and he Scalds, and guess what? Scald is a 100% chance to burn. Although I can't talk because we got a flinch on the Clefable. It was unfortunate that Ambipom got burned here, but he switches into its Excadrill, and I'm able to hit it on the knockoff on the switch. If he had stayed with Vaporeon and wished, that would have not been great, but I didn't think he was going to, and knocking out Sleptos would have been great. But getting this Choice Scarf off this was excellent. Perfect. So I'm looking at his team. Everything's really weak at this point, so I think I can Salamence Sweep, even though he's still got 6 Pokemon. And I calculated this, I knew I could live that, plus a Quick Attack from Mega Pinsir. Mega Pinsir's Quick Attack does like 30 to 40%, I believe, if I remember correctly. And so he goes into this, And my calc said Earthquake would do 37% minimum, but I messed up, as you might see in the chat here in a second. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I was calcing Magic Guard for Fable. He was unaware of Fable. So he was able to, you can see in the chat right there, he was able to pass the wish to his Bronzong. And the reason I Earthquaked there instead of clicking an attack could hit the Bronzong, I was thinking that was a possibility, is the Clefable had it healed up in Gun Protect. I had Iron Tail to take care of it, whereas the Bronzong, I didn't have anything to hit, and so I just would rather have cleaned up the Clefable right there if I could, and that's the play I went with. Anyway, in the last couple turns, he went for Stealth Rock and switched out, so he's got a healthy Bronzong now. And then I brought this in and went for Stealth Rock, which I was telling myself during the live commentary that takes care of Mega Pinsir, when I should have just predicted the switch into Mega Pinsir. And so Uxie has to take 60% there. I didn't need to take that. I just messed up. Although Stealth Rock's up is nice for just little bits of chip damage against the rest of his team. So I just go for a Psychic here. This is a wall that's pretty low. I forced him to Draco Meteor, which is cool. That didn't matter, obviously. I was low, and this is a Trigalgy with adaptability is a beast. So I go into Ice Ice Baby, and I'm looking at his team, and everything's really low. And I went for Dragon Claw. No need to play around the Clefable. It's really weak. And Iron Head I have. Also, I could have gone for the Fusion Bolt. I went for Iron Head there because I thought he would protect and then switch into this thing, in which I could Fusion Bolt it on the switch. But Fusion Bolt doesn't pick up the KO, and Gyro Ball is enough to take me out. I ran the Calc, and Salamence' Dragon Claw does 13% minimum if this is max defense. I knew this for a fact would kill, and so I pick up that kill, and I'm telling myself, this is gonna be the game. If Vaporeon's really low, I'm able to pick that off. And funny enough, my Dusclops was at full health. I never brought it out. It was like a really defensive Pokemon that I just had in the wings. I don't know if it could have taken a full Draco Meteor from this, but we can see here, it doesn't matter, but he had the Habanberry, which has the super effective Dragon type hit, so he could have, if that had been full and I had kept going with my Dragon Sweep, Salamence Sweep, then he could have revenged me. I didn't have to play around with that Clefable in the middle. But that is the game. We are able to pick up that win against Aaron. So your Orlando Magikarps are 6-6 with a record of neutral +1, something like that. We might be at -1. I don't know. We're really close to even. So anyway, that is going to be all from me. Thank you for watching Week 12. Come back to see us for Week 13. We're going to keep battling and doing our best in the PPC. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a great day. Peace out.